I think these days to be an innovator you actually have to be agile. You know, we're operating in a very fast change environment. In fact, I think it's becoming a more and more challenging environment for management. So any company to stay ahead of the curve is going to have to adapt, you know, quite quickly.
Yeah, look, I think definitely it's moved a little bit away from the focus on pure financials and statutory accounting, which is still important, but I think that part of the role has decreased for most CFOs, and moved probably more to a business advisor and strategic partner to assist the company.
Ownership is really the inspiration, and good owners, good founders will find the best executives that fill all their gaps. Yeah, in order to achieve the execution. But if you haven't got a prime mover at the ownership level, it's not going to go anywhere.
So CFOs really need to look for growth opportunities. Standing still today isn't an option. So CFOs really need to be looking at innovation, how they can use innovation to be able to grow. We've done a lot of work on efficiency and doing more than less. Now CFOs really need to be thinking about growth and into the future.
Some of our best investments have been where we see a strong CEO matched with a strong CFO, because often, and we get this played back to us, quite often, that's a very powerful combination, and it's also a powerful combination for us in building trust in the business if we get the combination of a strong strategic leader, but then someone who's very strong on the numbers, and we can build quite a high level of trust in the numbers, and someone who knows how to interpret and present those numbers in a meaningful, way to us.
But I think more so CFOs have to be, more outward looking as well, so that they're not just seen as trying to constrain the business, but really more helping it to grow. But at the same time not losing sight of the core principles of controls and investing in the right areas, not paying too much for assets, all those traditional things.
Successful entrepreneurs are typically driven not so much purely by the financial gain. The financial gain is, if you like, the scorecard of success, but the motivation is deeper than that. And that's what keeps them going when everyone else might give up.
I would say that well over 50% of our key investments and the investments that have really driven the performance of our funds over the years have been driven by backing differentiated management teams. Which is quite a subjective thing. It's a little bit like walking into a room and finding that X factor person, that rare individual who you think can actually drive a business and genuinely grow a business. Our greatest success has been on backing those people over a multitude of years as they drive the growth in the business.